7 reasons why people undervalue blue-collar jobs and why they're wrong in 2025. You know what pisses me off? People looking down on blue-collar work like we're somehow less, like we didn't choose this. Here's the thing nobody wants to talk about. While your college buddy is drowning in student debt, working his third unpaid internship, I bought my house at 30. Let that sink in. Yeah, we need to talk. What's up, everyone? I'm here to give you the truth about trade careers, the stuff they don't teach you in the guidance counselor's office. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. I've spent half a century on this planet, and about 29 of those years getting my hands dirty in HVAC. Started as a wide-eyed apprentice in the sheet metal union. Worked my way up to running crews as a foreman. And for the last 15 years, I've been running my own contracting business. So yeah, I've seen some things. And today, I'm breaking down the 7 biggest lies people believe about blue-collar work. Buckle up. Reason number 1, people think blue-collar work is what they do when you can't do anything else. A backup plan, a safety net. Bullshit. Let me tell you something. When I joined the sheet metal union as an apprentice, I wasn't running from something. I was running towards something. A career with benefits, with pension, with respect from people who actually knew what they were talking about. You know what's actually a backup plan? Getting a liberal arts degree with no job prospects and then figuring it out later. That's a backup plan. Look, I'm not anti-educational. I'm anti-BS. Blue-collar work requires skill, technical knowledge, problem solving, mathematics, physics. You think any random person can look at a commercial HVAC system and diagnose a pressure problem? Hell no. It takes years of training. This isn't a backup plan. This is the plan. Reason number 2, you won't make real money in the trade. Oh boy. Let me hit you with some numbers. Average HVAC tech, $45K to $75K plus. But that's just an employee salary. Experienced techs, commercial specialists, $60 to $100K plus, easy. And here's where it gets spicy. As a contractor, I know guys pulling $150 to $500K plus every single year. Some years more if you're hustling. Meanwhile, your friend with that marketing degree is celebrating his $50K salary like he won the lottery after 6 years of college and $100K in debt. Do the math. After nearly 3 decades in this trade, climbing from union apprentice to foreman to business owner, I can tell you this. The ceiling isn't low in the blue collar work. There is no ceiling. You want to make 80K plus? Cool. You want to make 250K plus? Put in the work. You want to build a multi-million-dollar company? I've seen it done. I've done it. The only limit is you. Speaking of getting started, hey everyone, real talk for a second. If you're sitting there thinking, man, I want in on this, but I don't know which trade to choose, I got you. Check out Course Careers. Talk to Coura. This is Course Careers' new AI career counselor, and it's actually pretty damn cool. Coura will help you decide if HVAC, plumbing, electrical, construction project managing, construction estimating, architectural drafting, and supply chain coordinator fits your goals. And then you could start the free intro course it suggests, just like students across multiple industries have used to break into high-paying careers fast without any experience or college degree. The intro course will show you exactly what the job is like day to day and teach you how to get hired within 4 to 12 weeks. I'll leave the link in the description and pinned in the comments below for you to check out. Because honestly, the hardest part is just starting. Reason number 3, it's not respectable work. Let me tell you about respect. When your AC dies in August, when it's 98 degrees outside, when your kids are crying and your wife is melting, who are you going to call? Your accountant? Your lawyer? No, you call me. And when I show up and fix your system in 2 hours, suddenly I'm the most respected person in your life. After spending 14 years in the union, going from apprentice to running an entire job site as a foreman, I learned something about respect. Real respect isn't about your title, it's about competence. It's about showing up, solving problems, making people's lives better. I've seen corporate executives treat me like I'm invisible, right up until their building HVAC goes down and they're losing $10,000 an hour. Then I'm a genius. Respect isn't given based on your collar color, it's earned based on your value. And brother, when society needs you, you're valuable.
Hi, quick break here. I've been an HVAC tech for 29 years, and the best way I recommend to get into HVAC without having any experience is through Course Career's free HVAC course linked in the description. It will teach you exactly how to get hired. And if you decide on the full course, it covers everything you need to get your first job. The full course includes the skills to do the job and everything you need to actually get hired.
Reason number 4, robots are going to take your job. Okay, sure. Show me the robot that can crawl into a 120-degree attic, navigate around electrical wires and ductwork, diagnose a refrigerant leak, and then explain to Miss Henderson why her system failed and what her options are. Look, automation is real. AI is real. But you know what else is real? That fact that physical problems need physical solutions. Pipes always leak. Wires always need running. Buildings will always need climate control. And someone with hands and a brain needs to fix it. That's not going anywhere. I'm 29 years in this game. I've seen technology change tools, make things easier, more efficient, but it hasn't eliminated the need for skilled people. If anything, it's increased it, because now systems are more complex, more technical, more specialized. You can't download an update to fix a broken compressor. You need a human, preferably one who knows what the hell they're doing. Reason number 5, it's just manual labor. Anyone could do it. Oh man. Okay, let me break this down. Yes, there's physical work involved, but manual labor makes it sound like we're just moving stuff around. When I'm on a job site, I'm reading blueprints, I'm calculating load requirements, understanding electrical systems, knowing building codes, managing people, troubleshooting problems that don't make any logical sense until you've seen them 15 times. Starting as an apprentice, you think you know nothing because you don't. But over 14 years in the union, working up to foreman, and realize this isn't about muscle, it's about mind, yeah, you need to be able to lift equipment, but also need to understand thermodynamics, read technical manuals, problem solve on the fly, manage budgets and timelines, deal with customers, navigate regulations. That sounds just like manual labor to you? Here's the beautiful part. You're using your hands to create solutions, your brain to figure them out. That's not just anything. That's craftsmanship. Reason number 6, there's no career growth. You'll be doing the same thing forever. Let me tell you my story. Age 21, apprentice, learning which end of the wrench to hold. Age 26, journeyman, running my own service calls. Age 28, foreman, managing crews, running the entire commercial project. Age 36, starting my own contracting business. That's 15 years of running my own show now. Hiring people, growing revenue, building something that's mine. You think that's no career growth? And here's the thing, that's just my path. Other guys, they go into estimating, making bank, analyzing jobs, project managing, 6 figures easy, safety management, training and education, equipment sales, facility management, building inspection, code enforcements. Some become instructors, teaching the next generation. Some become consultants, making $200 an hour to solve problems. Some build multi-million-dollar companies. The trades aren't a dead end. They're a starting line. Everything after that, it's up to you. Reason number 7, it's too hard to break into the trades. Honestly, this one I get. Because if you don't know where to start, it can seem overwhelming. But let me make it simple. Option 1, union apprenticeship. This is how I did it. You apply, you interview, you get in. They pay you while you learn. You work, you go to class, you level up. 4 to 5 years later, you're a journeyman, making good money. Option 2, trade school or community college, or course careers like I mentioned earlier. 6 months to 2 years, hands-on training, job placement help, way cheaper than university. Option 3, direct hire with a company. Some contractors will hire you green, train you on the job, sometimes even pay you for your certifications. And here's the truth, after almost 30 years in HVAC, the industry is desperate for people. We need workers, good workers, people who show up, work hard, want to learn. If you're willing to put in the effort, someone will give you a shot. I promise you that. The door isn't locked. You just got to knock. Look, here's what I know after 29 years in the trade. Blue collar work isn't for everyone, but it's not beneath anyone either. When I started as a sheet metal apprentice, I didn't know I was starting a career. I thought I was just getting a job. But over 14 years in the union, climbing to foreman, and then 15 building my own business, I didn't just find work, I found purpose. So someone tells you blue collar work is just a backup plan, low paying, not respectable, being automated, just manual labor, dead end, or too hard to get into, you tell them they're wrong, and then you go prove it. If this video helped you, smash that like button. If you want more unfiltered trade career advice, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Oh, and here's a joke for you. An HVAC guy dies and goes to heaven. St. Peter says, "Welcome, but I gotta tell you, it's pretty warm up here today." The HVAC guy looks around, says, "No problem, I can fix that." St. Peter says, "Really? That'd be amazing." The guy says, "Yeah, just gonna need about 8,500 for parts." Even in heaven, we're given estimates. Peace out.